Accessing WRMW file. Sir, I'm picking up something on the satellite. Downloading archives. Sir, I'm having a little interference. I'm checking it out right now.
Alex Figueroa?
Pablo.
Ralph Perez. Silvio?
Here we go. Welcome to Wide Range Media Webcast.
Welcome, everyone, to a new episode of Wide Range Media Podcast. Oh, not podcast, webcast. I'm your host.
We're a webcast now, Alex.
I'm your host, Alex Figueroa. My co-hosts are...
I'm Pablo.
And this is Ralph Perez.
And Silvio.
Wow, a little birdie came home. He came home to the
Yay!
nest.
We got the band back together again, man.
The prodigal son returns.
Yes, but this is episode 86. Now, this is a good episode. We're going to start it off with some breaking news, which just happened literally, like, right now.
A few minutes ago, and it upset Alex very much.
Yes. So, Batman is coming out on the summer of June 25th, 2021.
The summer of June?
Yeah, sorry. June
2021.
25th,
He's still very
2021.
upset.
I'm very pissed off right now. June 25th, 2021. They just confirmed that Ben Affleck will not reprise the role as Batman.
Thank God.
Yeah, all right, don't get me started with that crap. Anyway,
Alex is like that guy.
they're gonna go
they're gonna.
younger.
I know what's gonna happen.
Go ahead.
They're gonna have your man back. What's his name?
Christian
Bale.
Bale.
No,
Christian Bale. They got Christian Bale coming back as Batman.
no, it's not. He's not coming back. But they said what's happening is the belief is that the casting of a younger Batman will take the film back to pre-Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice setting, as Reeve has confirmed before that the movie does exist in a larger DC universe. So we're not getting Ben Affleck, but I don't know. I want to see what you guys think of. Finally, they announced a Batman movie. I mean, that was one.
True. I mean, that's something.
But Superman, I guess Henry Cavill would not be coming back as Superman. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Around the
Why are you upset?
Why I'm upset with what?
You say that you were
I'm upset because I think Ben Affleck deserved his own solo movie. He was a good Batman, and to this day, that warehouse scene in Batman v Superman is the best fighting scene ever filmed as Batman on screen. I mean, there's no other Batman scene that you could say that's Batman on screen, him fighting in that warehouse scene, a set alone. Now, are we going to get it with this Matt Reeves? Like exactly how Zack Snyder portrayed him in that one warehouse scene? We don't know. And then a younger cast. The only thing I want is an unknown actor. I don't want to know the dude is a famous dude because it's going to be, I don't know. I just want it to be an unknown. If it's a British guy, let it be a British guy. An Australian playing him, I don't care.
I am Batman.
Yeah, I just want an unknown Bruce Wayne at this point.
Maybe he's Latino. I'm Batman.
How about Rob Stark?
Huh?
Rob Stark.
I don't know. He's becoming big, and he might be 007.
He just won yeah.
No, the
yeah.
other Stark's going to be 007.
Huh?
The other Stark.
What Stark? Who?
Well, Rob Stark, right? The
Rob.
bodyguard? Okay.
Yeah.
Bodyguard.
He's gonna be
Yeah.
007. That's
Right.
I think that's gonna be. I think that's his role. I think they're gonna get him, and it'll be awesome because he was great in The Bodyguard on Netflix.
Yeah, that can work. I can see that. Actually, now that I think about it, I can see that more than him being Batman.
Batman.
Yeah, Batman is very unique role to play, just like Superman. I mean, Superman, you got to find someone that could physically look like him, I mean, even muscles. And I think Henry Cavill portrayed him, and I don't understand why Warner Brothers is not going on with this as him. But in terms of Batman, you're getting
Because
a new
it's
Batman.
Warner Brothers.
Well, yeah, but anyway, you're getting a new Batman, June 25th, 2021. We'll talk about that in 2021 when they show
Yeah,
teasers
we're
and
gonna
whatever.
be here. We're gonna be here in 2021,
Yeah,
guys.
2021. We might be here, but let's get
We're
into
gonna
the
have our
hot
own
topic.
studio and everything at that point. So.
Oh yeah, we might have the Wide Range Media Studio, and then we have
No more
Silvio in
news?
person, huh?
No more news.
Yeah, we have more news.
Okay.
What?
We have Jordan Peele's Twilight Zone will be airing April 1st this year.
Oh wow,
They just announced it.
that's great.
And you know how they have Rod Starling is the narrator of Twilight Zone when he comes out, he speaks. It's gonna be. They just announced that it's gonna be Jordan Peele doing that role. So he's gonna be narrating, directing, and I guess writing.
Writing.
Nice.
So
All right.
That's
And I heard they're going to reprise some of the old stories too, some of the classic ones that Terra 10,000 feet.
Mhm.
They're gonna redo
Oh,
that
that's
one.
good.
Yeah.
I hope
Oh
they do
man, let
something
me
with the
tell you,
puppets.
Twilight Zone set the standard, man. Like everything. I mean, there was another show in the fifth called The Outer Limits. Remember The Outer Limits? There's nothing
Outer
wrong with your
Limits.
television set.
Yep.
Remember that?
We are controlling the vertical.
We are controlling
the horizontal. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Dudes, you know, it was that and Twilight Zone that made people tune in. And then when they brought it back as a TV show in the 80s, it was also another, and they had the movie, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I think it was time. It's been long overdue for a nice revitalization of the franchise. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, it's tricky because we're going to talk about Twilight Zone a little bit coming down the line. But Pablo, what do you think on the Twilight Zone?
Where's it gonna air?
CBS All Access.
CBS All Access. Yep.
It's not. It's again. We'll talk about that because today's show is
Okay,
going to be
no
all
problem.
about that.
Gotcha.
Any news before we go on?
Well,
You have anything?
I was reading on Twitter
Mm-hmm.
just now that the new X-Men movie,
Mm-hmm.
it's in big trouble, and it might
Dark
not,
Phoenix.
Dark Phoenix, and they might not release it. That's how bad it is.
Really? What they have?
Wow.
What's so
There
bad
was
about
a
it?
scoop that someone that I follow on YouTube, and she has sources, and usually her sources pretty much pan out. They're legit. And she says that they received an email from management, a source that works in the movie industry, like in the theaters,
Mm-hmm.
that they just received an email saying that this was last minute. They started pulling down all the Dark Phoenix posters from all the movie chains.
Whoa.
With no explanation, nothing. They just said pull them all down.
Okay.
And it looks like that, and because it started, the screening was so bad. But not only screening so bad, but the inside sources are saying that the movie is a total mess, like a mess, and that even though Fox still owns it and is putting it out, that Disney might have a role in it because they say that it might really hurt the future of the X-Men brand
Mm-hmm.
in the MCU. So
they shelving it.
yeah, my prediction is, yeah, I have a feeling this movie is gonna get shelved.
Oh,
And you know what I'm saying?
no.
Thank God, because that movie looked like trash from the trailer. So
Oh man, I was looking forward to that one.
I think you were the only
It was
one.
in my list, my most anticipated list.
Well,
That's right.
Yeah, it was. It was. You know what? Now you can add another movie to it.
You want to borrow one of mine?
Yeah, Pablo has like 20 of them.
Which ones?
No,
I got to look at your list, Pablo.
My honorable mentions.
His
yeah.
honorable mentions is like 100.
I have a couple of honorable mentions. I could just pick
You
one.
can
of
fit
those.
that in. No,
Yeah.
but that's not surprising. I mean, again, the trailer didn't do nothing for me in terms of X-Men. It was just one of those, like, we're rehashing the same storyline you guys did with the older cast.
Well, it is a
That's
big
crazy.
deal because can you think of another quote unquote big budget movie
That they shelved.
that pretty much it was finished and they never released it? Like I can't think of something like
What's the name of the movie with the, oh man, with the chick? It was a sci-fi.
what did you?
It was a book. It was a 3-book series, and they shelved the sequels because the first Divergent, Diversity. I don't know what it starts with a
Well,
D.
that could be because they the
bombed.
first one didn't do it. Yeah, didn't do well. That they just decided not to
Well, no, they filmed it.
make. Oh, they did.
They filmed the whole thing, but
that
they
I don't
shelved
know.
it. They I think it was that movie. It was a 3-book series, and they shoved it to the side.
So help me understand something. If
Yeah.
a movie like that, like X-Men Dark Phoenix, doesn't make it, but other movies do make it,
Yeah, but you got to
movies
remember.
that don't deserve to be on screen,
Yeah,
because
but-
they were that bad.
Yeah, but the problem is that A, X-Men is a big franchise. B, Disney just brought the rights to X-Men. If they need them to be on the Avengers and anything, and this movie tarnishes those characters, people won't go to the theater and watch them. They'll be like, eh.
All right.
But Silvio, what do you think of this whole thing?
This is the first I heard of it. I'm processing it right now, and
You're
it's
shocked?
like, yeah, quite a bit. You know, like you said, this is a major title in that universe, and there have been bad X-Men movies, but something that could potentially tarnish the entire brand, and that they have to pull it down. I was like, man, I'd love to find out more before I comment.
Yeah, that's
Did
another
you
thing.
see the first trailer?
No, I actually did not
Wow.
see that trailer. Yeah.
We didn't miss much.
Yeah, you didn't. And just watch X-Men half of 2 and you get the gist of what happens. But let's get to the main bulk of the show today.
The main bulk of the show.
The main bulk of the show.
Yeah, the big enchilada. Our streaming our streaming originals taking over Hollywood. Now, the reason why I say that is because a lot of these original movies or TV shows are winning big prizes. Best nominated movies, best pictures. Was it the Oscars just had, Pablo, you said a Netflix original.
Netflix first original movie
Roma.
nominated for Best Picture, Roma. Yeah, this is the first time. And then last year you had Amazon with Manchester by the Sea.
And then you had Handmaid's Tale.
Well, that's
right?
TV.
Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah,
Right.
Handmaid's Tale.
That's the Emmys.
Oh yeah, Emmys, which is still big. A big.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
you're
big thing.
Well, but also
that's-
Roma won Golden Globes for Best Picture as
Yeah.
part of the movie part, not the TV part, because isn't the Golden Globes for both, and the TV part was separate. But Roma won as one of those movies that was presented as major motion picture. So yeah, it's infiltrating itself in. To say it's destroying Hollywood though, or I don't know. I mean, I think that's a little premature.
Well, yeah, but if you think about it, most of this stuff is more entertaining than what's coming out now. You're not
I
going to
agree
the
there.
you're not
No,
going to the theater
that's
now
true.
to the movies to see it, but you're going home for $10.
Right.
And you're seeing a Best Picture nominated TV show if you like, into your TV shows. But
Well, let's take Netflix. Let's take Netflix and Roma, for example.
yep.
Here's an interesting thing about that. The movie chains did not want to release Roma, or they didn't want to put him in the movie chains because of this whole Netflix deal, that they don't want the movie to be available at home at the same time it's available in the movie theater. So Netflix wanted to release this in the theaters as well, like Manchester by the Sea did. Manchester by the Sea came out in theaters first, and then soon after Amazon had it. You can watch it on Amazon Prime.
Mm.
But Netflix said no. We have to release it simultaneously. And the big movie theaters, AMC, Regal, they said no. So when Roma was nominated for Best Picture, Netflix wanted to release it in the theaters, and the movie chain said no. So that's interesting too. So there's that big battle there. Now, what is Netflix going to do? They're going to start their own movie chain?
Hey, you never know. Netflix theater. And then all of a sudden, it's like
Actually, it does. We're laughing about it, but yay, I wouldn't be surprised. Let's just say that I would see a Netflix movie theater.
yeah. I mean, it's at this point anything is possible because of all this streaming stuff. But all right, let's get
what makes Netflix is the fact that it's home.
right. But
It's home. It's in your comfort of your living room. You can see an entire series, an entire binge watch, like 10 episodes of a given series that just got released in one shot, as opposed to waiting week after week after week after week on the regular TV,
Right.
and or waiting year after year after year for a sequel to the previous movie. And that's
the
what
thing-
makes it more fulfilling. There's almost like an instant microwave, like pop the popcorn in and it'll pop in and you get your popcorn in 10 seconds kind of thing. That's we're that kind of a generation. I mean, it's been that way for quite a while. It's not even something new, to be honest with you. We've been a very instant, just add water kind of thing, kind of people as of late. And Netflix is great with that. However, movies still holds its own. As a matter of fact, if you think about it, there is a kind of like a price tag. Okay, we pay a certain amount, and I know Netflix raised its monthly to like $13, I think.
Yep.
And people are willing to pay it, right? But then other streaming services are doing the same thing. WWE Network does it.
we're gonna talk about
Amazon Prime does that, right? But what I'm saying is that even Hollywood does it. Alex, you and I own are members of the A-list for AMC. We go see up to 3 movies a week if we want. For $20 a month. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
That's
but
that's
Silvio
almost
make
the
his
same
point.
thing.
but
He had a
Silvio,
point with
Silvio
him.
had a. Go ahead, Silvio.
Well, the thing is the production of these, to Ralph's point, that you want to watch something at home, the production of it is so good that some of these movies, the reason they're rivaling the movies that are being presented in the theaters is because it's done that well with good,
Yeah.
A-list actors, a well-produced script, everything that you want a major motion picture to be. And with the other thing being that, and I've said this once before on our podcast and on another podcast a while back, the comfort of your own home on a big screen TV, possibly a sound bar. A lot of people have their own home theater areas. Get all the popcorn you want and a nice glass of wine, and you're watching a major motion picture on the type of screen that the movie was made to be on. Right now, the only thing people are really looking to spend money to go to the theater, to take 4 family members at the same time and pay for that to go see, is a big budget blockbuster that an action flick, something that really pops on a huge screen and is like, okay, I want to see it there first. But a romantic comedy, a good drama, things like that, nobody's going to the theaters to see those anymore. Comedies, I mean, and especially with comedies, which is so hit and miss. Why am I going to spend $56 to take my whole family to go see this comedy that's going to stink when I could have just waited for it on TV, and Netflix probably produced something funnier than that? So,
yeah, I mean,
It depends.
it's sign of the times.
Well, no, it is sign of the times. I'm gonna go through the list of each service and how much they cost, and then we're
Okay.
gonna get into the content of most of the big three of
Okay.
the big three of the companies. But let's start it off. Amazon Prime is $119 per year, or $13 per month with free shipping, or a video only subscription costs $9 per month. So you have 3 options. Then you got CBS All Access is $6 per month with ads, or $10 per month ads free. That's not that bad. Then you got HBO Now, $15.
He rolled his eyes.
Huh?
Look at Silvio. He's rolling his eyes.
What, $10 is not that bad. If you really think of it, $15 for HBO Now?
Yeah, but that's on its own. Start putting all those together.
Well, I mean, exactly, but I'm just saying we're coming to this conclusion that, I mean, all of these companies are going to be doing their own original content and bringing Marvel's going to go to Disney, but that's another streaming service which we don't have numbers for yet. But we got Hulu at $6 a month, and they dropped it with ads, with $12 per month without ads. Then you have Netflix, which is $9 per month for standard def. Then you have $13 per month for high definition, and then $16 for 4K Ultra HD, and up to 4 screens. So now let's look at the content. Marvel original, you got Polar, which is the new action flick that came out also for Netflix. Then you have other, like Orange is the New Black. Other acclaim. That's what you got on Netflix. Hulu.
Punisher.
Oh, Punisher, yeah, Marvel. Then you have Hulu has The Handmaid's Tale. And I don't know what other stuff because I don't do Hulu. Then you got HBO Now, Game of Thrones, but you can watch that on TV.
Right.
CBS All Access, you got Star Trek Discovery. You have the Twilight Zone. The Stephen King The Stand is gonna be on that. And then you have Amazon Prime, which is their other originals that won Best Pictures and whatever other. So it's weird. And then you have to pay each one separate. And then on the comment, one person said, I enjoy a lot of streaming originals more than going to the actual movies. These days, The Crown, Stranger Things, Jack Ryan, Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and etc. Just hate paying separate memberships for everything.
Right.
So, and then you get $49 a year if you're a student for Amazon. So if you have a kid in school, just be, hey, $49 better than $119 per year, and you get Prime. But yeah,
I remember a long time ago.
When we only had 3 channels.
When we only had when we only had 13 channels.
Dial.
Then we had Canal
13 channels.
We
Yeah,
had
cable
13
before
channels
that?
on the VHF, and then
No,
like
we
a few small handful in the UHF.
What are 13 channels?
You had 13 notches on the dial, but
Oh
you
yeah,
didn't have
13 notches on the
channels.
dial. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
true. That's true.
We didn't have a
We had
channel
13
3, a
notches on
channel
the dial.
6. There was
Right,
no
right.
channel.
And sometimes channel 3 would like pick up a signal from your next door neighbor's HBO or WHD.
No, that was
and
for
you'd
your
be
Atari
like,
2600 channel 3.
That's right. That's
With
right.
the switch in the back.
With the box, AV.
AV, like click, click. Yo, I remember when we first hooked that up, my father was struggling. He was like, "How do you do this?" And I was like, "I don't know." But
No, but seriously, Netflix opened a can of worms when Marvel came to Netflix because they produced the first ever, if you really think about it, mini movie of Daredevil.
yeah,
And everybody was like, wait a minute, you could do this with a television show. And now you have Amazon doing Lord of the Rings for 5
They
years.
spent a lot of money for
and
that.
that was $100 million a season.
God, I'm waiting for that.
Yeah. So that's kind of a budget of a big budget movie. But this is
Oh, yeah.
television. Now you guys
Well, hold on, Alex.
What?
I don't know. I think we need to go back a little bit
What?
further than Netflix and Daredevil. If we're going to talk about the golden age of television and
Well, no,
what
I'm talking
really
about
started it.
streaming.
HBO.
Streaming.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
like, I'm talking about streaming. Like you're paying,
Right.
like they are kind of,
Okay.
they kind of the ones that
Well,
open the
Netflix,
door.
yeah. Netflix
that's what I'm talking
started-
about.
Yeah, started that. Yeah.
Now, if we're gonna go to the golden TV, I mean, you got 24 that started the action movie with Kiefer Sullivan. That opened up doors for every television show. Became like, what's this week on whatever government conspiracy? It was like pin, CBS, MC. You know, then you got Terminator on Fox. But in terms of streaming,
No, you're right about that, but it's not like Daredevil was the first one to really introduce high quality television programming.
No, I never said that. I said that streaming wise, Daredevil was the first movie to go, the first TV. Huh?
No. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying Netflix basically gave you a Marvel movie of a TV show for 13 episodes or 10, whatever it was. That's what you really got. And then everyone opened their eyes and was like, oh, wait a minute. Then
it's really interesting because I mean, what fed these companies were people looking for alternatives to cable. We were all sick and tired of cable bundling all these channels together, and we all said, "Hey, could we just get something where we pay for what we want to see?" Then Netflix came out, and they had this catalog of back shows and things and some movies, but there was no original content until they started hitting us with House of Cards, and people started, hey, paying attention. And then they came out a little bit more, and like you said, once they opened those floodgates, then Hulu came out, and they gave us The Handmaid's Tale, and Amazon brought their original content. Now all of these major streaming things are bringing their own content, trying to grab people, and if you try to put them all together again, like you were just quoting the prices, you're up at $65 to $80 a month if you have 4 or 5 of these plus HBO. We're back to where we're paying a ton of money for all of this stuff per month. And so that cord cutting, the savings that you thought you were getting back when you cut the cord are gone. And
that's what I was trying to say earlier.
All right. And I just read something that said, cord cutters, be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. And that's what happened to us. We wanted that. You got it now. Now we're going to end up paying for it.
I may disagree with that a little bit.
And you're going to have to select what you want to watch. For example, right now, I'm not adding CBS All Access to the stuff that I already pay for. I was like, not another channel. Or I might give up one. I might stop Hulu to pick up CBS. But, it's just too many of them.
Well, I'm going to push back a little bit on that.
All right.
About the cord cutting. You're right in terms of like now we're kind of back to where we were in terms of paying more or less the same that we were before. But I think now we're getting more or less what we want. Yes, we're getting more
bang for your buck.
Yeah,
I agree.
We're not saving money, but we're getting more. So, for example, you just mentioned CBS All Access. If I don't want CBS All Access, I'm not going to get it. Whereas before, it was kind of bundled in my cable package. So now, if I don't want Hulu, I don't have to get Hulu.
Right.
But yeah, it does add up. But if I don't want HBO, I don't want HBO.
Right.
So I think that yes, cord cutting. At first it sounds like that's what it is for, to save money, but you can also see it as you're cord cutting because you want better content for your money. And that's what you're getting. So
well, now,
right.
yeah,
well,
but if you really think about it, let's say you cut quartering, right? And you got Netflix and Hulu and Amazon Prime, but they all showing the same stuff. So you're really pretty much doing the same thing as cable.
But
Like,
you don't
they
have to
all
get
run-
all of them.
No, but I'm just saying
don't
is in
have to
terms
get
of
all of
other stuff. Like if I'm not talking about original, I'm talking about the same movie. Like you want to see, let's say Addams Family, you can see it across the board. Addams Family is across Hulu. You can see it on Netflix, and you're paying what $10? What is it? $10, $9, and whatever to see these other movies that are across the board. Whereas originals, which is what you're there for. If I want to see Netflix for Orange is the New Black and Handmaid's Tale for Hulu, and you go, oh, I want to see Indiana Jones. You have 3 places you can see Indiana Jones. You know, you understand what I mean? Like the content of old stuff, it's all the same in every.
It's spread out
Yeah,
more.
it's spread out.
But in
way
a way
more.
that's helpful too, because then you can select. You say, well, look, I like Netflix's original content, and if I want to watch Indiana Jones, I know I'll get it there. Or I like Hulu's original content, I won't get Netflix, and I'll still get Indiana Jones. So I mean,
I agree with that.
that's something that's beneficial, I guess, for some other people. You just have to decide who's got the best package of original content, and you're going to go with.
Pick your poison.
Right. I mean, Disney's going to come in, and Disney's not going to be $9. Disney's
I think it's $15.
Yeah, $15.99.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, so do we get rid of HBO to pick up Disney? Because I really would like to have all that Marvel catalog, on whatever they're going to be producing.
Star
So-
Wars.
Yeah, exactly.
Marvel.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
the channel that's a go-to. But I'm not going
I'm
to get
ready.
that. CBS. Oh, NBC Universal is coming out now. There's another one.
I got
there.
my wallet
So-
right here.
So many.
I got my wallet right here, Disney. Waiting for your thing. Here,
No.
talk to me.
Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing, right? Like, I'm gonna bring CBS All Access again. Sorry, Alex, that I keep bashing on CBS All
I
Access.
mean,
I'm
it
gonna bring
doesn't
in.
matter to me. I mean, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. It's just
No. But I'm saying this is the point I'm trying to make. CBS All Access. You think about it, it's like, oh, $10. That's way too much. If Disney Plus comes out with $15, people might not even say $15 that's too much because of the content they're providing. People are going to pay. They may
Sure.
complain and
Mhm.
say
Yeah, but-
$15 is a lot, but they're going to flock to it.
Yeah.
Especially when
no,
you
no,
get
no,
a new-
but that's
I
the
know
thing.
I am.
No, right, but that's what I'm saying. It's the content. If you're not a Star Trek fan, then why are you getting CBS All Access? Like that's
I'm
what
a
I'm
Star
saying.
Trek fan, and that's why I'm getting, because I saw this in Best Buy the other day. They had the first season
Of
Star
Discovery.
Trek Discovery on Blu-ray, and I'm like, that's what I was waiting for. I'm gonna buy it now.
No, but anyway, what I'm saying is like if you're a true fan of a franchise, you're gonna flock to that streaming service. Like I love Star
Not for
Trek.
$10.
I love Star Trek, and I finished watching season 1, and I thought it was amazing. And I'm into season 2, which is phenomenal. Which I was like, holy crap, this is like one of the best TV shows that I've been seeing. Now, am I gonna cancel after season 2? Yeah, because I don't need to see any other content.
There you go. Are you
No,
going to
but there's
cancel
no-
Disney Plus after?
But I don't need Disney Plus unless I'm seeing it for the TV shows. Marvel movies, I own them. So why am I paying $15 for movies that I own? I can show you right now. I bring out all my 4Ks and Blu-rays. I own the Marvels. Like, am I paying $15 to stream them when I have them digital? Because it comes with digital copies. That's what I'm trying to say. If you buy a movie with digital copies, why am I buying $15 to see Hulk?
Why are you getting CBS All Access?
Because I don't own Star Trek Discovery.
Then Disney Plus going to be the same thing. You don't
You
own
can go to
Star Wars
Best Buy
original
and
content.
get Star Trek
I own
Discovery
Star
now.
Treks.
No,
I
but I'm
have
saying
the
you're
originals.
not going to get Star Wars original content.
No. But what I'm saying is in terms of original content, yes, okay, I will see that. But in terms of movies, it's not gonna faze me because I own them. I go and buy them. But
But we don't know what Disney's going to offer, and they're going to be pushing
They're gonna-
original content. That's
no,
really
they're
what
gonna push that. But of course, their movies are again
just
one
like
thing,
CBS is pushing original content.
right? But they're pushing mostly Star Trek because they're
Well,
coming out
let
with
me-
four
let me-
other Star Trek TV shows.
And Disney's pushing Star Wars.
Right. So that's
right.
That's
That's it right
apples
there.
and oranges.
That's right there, the deal breaker for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's again, is the bigger franchise will pay more money because they know that their fans, loyal fans, will pay more for it.
I'm still waiting for those Old Republic live action TV series. I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for the early days of the Jedi and how the Jedi and the Sith happened. What happened in the first Sith War? thousands of years before the events of the first film in 1977. I want to see that, and my wallet's right here. It wants to see it.
Well, I mean, look, in terms of content, whatever has best content will always win out. That's gonna be given. And
Well,
right now,
that-
Disney
that's-
owns every franchise. They're
That's
pretty much
competition.
monopolizing the damn industry because they own all the biggest franchises. Even in the movie theaters, if you look this summer, I think it was like 6 box office. They're gonna kill it in the box office this year. In terms of the Avengers, 3 Marvel movies, plus another 4 Disney movies right after that. Who do you think is going to win this year's box office numbers in terms of company? Disney. I mean, they're raking it there. So, of course, $15 a month for Disney Plus their other, other TV shows. But in terms of, CBS All Access, yeah. But again, I'm just saying, if you're a Star Trek fan, you get it. That's all I'm saying. And if you're a Twilight Zone fan, you're gonna get it, regardless if you're not. And you're gonna say, "Oh, I'm gonna wait for it."
Godzilla says Disney could take them money. Godzilla says.
Ralph wants to go play with his toys.
Yeah, I guess. No, but look, I don't mean we could go around the bush. We could go in circles. Let's go around the table. How many subscriptions you guys watch?
I
If
have
we go
2.
around. So which
I
ones
have
do you
2.
have?
I have Netflix and Amazon Prime.
Silvio?
I've got 3: Hulu, Netflix, and Amazon Prime.
Pablo?
But Amazon Prime, because of the free shipping thing and how much you use it, I don't
Yeah.
count it as a separate thing because I get more value from that other part of it. There's just so many things that we shop for in there, subscription stuff, dog food, that, comes, free shipping and all of that. So, the video part's a plus.
All right.
So basically right now I'm paying for 2 subscriptions, Hulu and Netflix.
Pablo.
That's what Jose has. Jose Rosado in the stream. He said Hulu and Netflix. He has.
I have Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
I have Amazon Prime. But when I first signed up for Amazon Prime, I signed up for it years ago when they offered the free 2-day shipping.
Right.
So the video thing, that was just.
Yeah, that was a bonus.
That was secondary.
Mm-hmm.
And I have Hulu, and I just got Hulu because Sprint is offering, to all their Sprint customers free Hulu with the limited commercials.
Wait. I'm a Sprint customer. What are you talking about?
He's a new customer.
No, I'm not a new customer. I've been with Sprint for 19 years, and I know this because we just went to upgrade our phones. So when we went to upgrade our phones, they said, "Oh, do you want Hulu or
because
something
you
else?"
upgraded your phone.
you
That's
upgraded
why.
your phone.
It's not because you did 19 years. It's because you upgraded to the new iPhone. Did you?
I
get
didn't
an
get
iPhone?
any
But I-
offer for that.
I didn't change my plan.
No,
I didn't
you did,
change
but
my
you got
plan. I
you
just
got a
want to
phone.
get-
But you got a
so
new
said-
phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they offer it. So now we get Hulu for free, but limited commercials, not the $10 one.
Well, how much? Which one do you get for paying? Like you pay out your pocket?
Netflix,
Just Netflix.
just Netflix and Amazon Prime.
Okay, so that's 2.
That's it.
So that's 2 across the board, right? You,
Yeah.
your brother, and then
HBO, it's gone until Game of Thrones comes back. Yeah, but yeah, HBO is gone. YouTube Premium, which I had for Cobra Kai. Yeah, that's gone. Which will come back when Cobra Kai. I'll watch it and I'll drop it. But yeah. So basically, Netflix. If Sprint wouldn't offer Hulu, I wouldn't have gotten Hulu. So really, it's just really Netflix and Amazon Prime. Those are the only 2 I use, and I use Amazon Prime to order my rentals. Like if we want to watch a movie, we'll use Amazon to rent the movies. We'll do that. But as far as streaming services, that's it. That's all we have. Oh, and I have because I did cut the cord. I actually my Are you listening, Ralph? Or are you playing?
I am. I'm
What
listening
just
to
say?
you.
He's over here
Bored. I
playing
heard
with-
you.
You just said you were bored.
No, I didn't say
Oh.
that. I
Oh,
said
I thought
you
you
cut
said-
the cord. I heard you.
Cord. I thought you said bored.
Supreme Leader Snoke wants to give his money to
Oh,
Disney.
okay. All right.
Come on, man. We're all in this.
So I cut the cord,
Mm-hmm.
right, Ralph? I'm a cord cutter.
Me too.
Oh, okay. So what's your streaming service? Like your live TV?
PS PlayStation View.
Oh, okay. I got YouTube TV,
Okay.
which is $40 a month. And the cool thing with them is that you get 4 separate accounts with it. So I can watch something, the kids can watch something else, and we cast it, which is great. And also it has like unlimited DVR, so you can record like any show.
Yeah,
so that's
yeah, I
pretty
have
cool.
that too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It is pretty
So,
cool.
yeah.
Actually.
So yeah, we cut the cord. We just pay for internet access through Optimum, but it
Yeah.
So we are saving money because we were paying a lot for cable and we just had basic cable, but we are saving some money. But you add the Netflix and the Amazon. That's it, just Netflix, Amazon. It kind of like evens out a little bit. But anyway,
So
to
you
answer
have-
your question, I only have 2:
Oh.
Amazon and Netflix.
Nice. I don't even want to say mine.
He doesn't know what to say anymore. He's
I
like,
got
okay.
5, but I
Jesus, what are they?
I got DC Universe because I watched Teen Titans and I watched the cartoons.
How much is that, by the way?
It's like $6.
Six. You pay $6 a month.
Yeah. 6. Then I have Amazon, like everybody else. Got the Netflix because of Punisher and Polar. Then
I actually do have one more. I have one more, I
CBS All
forgot.
Access. I have CBS All Access for Star Trek. And then I have WWE.
I have
for the-
WWE Network too. I
Yeah,
forgot.
for the
Ah, you forgot that one.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
forgot
so he
about
has
that.
3.
Yeah. But you know what? To be honest, the kids watch a lot of their original content, but for me, I just use it strictly for pay-per-view.
Yeah, $10 is not bad.
Which it pays itself.
I mean,
because
after the
regular
Rumble, I would have
pay-per-view-
gave him $2, but
know-
that's how it
you
Yeah,
know,
was.
the
it's
Royal
interesting.
Rumble. Alex didn't like the Royal Rumble this past.
I've just got to add something, and you just brought that up with the WWE. I don't have that, but I have a soccer channel that I stream, and it's $10 a month. It's called Fanatees.com, and and it's all South American soccer.
which is
So-
cool.
Yep.
Yeah, which is awesome. Which is what this thing provides, these streaming services. So
Right.
so you're paying $10 and you're getting exactly what you want. Whereas if you had to go through cable,
Mhm.
You're
probably
getting
don't
like
have to
1,000 channels, and who
Yeah.
the hell watches 1,000
Right.
channels?
Mhm. And I wouldn't get the games that I want to watch. So
Yeah,
That's true.
I'd get the game
I
of the
get
week
that.
or whatever. So
Yeah.
yep.
Oh, and then the $1 million that I pay for Verizon because I have like the ultimate package and the internet that's like 900 up and 900 down and whatever the hell it is.
You have 900 down.
and up. It's up and down. You get the match.
I know, but when you're streaming, it's really down.
No, my computer's so old. The connection is not up to that. So I have it, but my computer's not pumping that out until I get a
Why
new
do you
computer.
need 900 down?
Huh?
Were you running a?
Well, because I play a lot of online video games, and then the kids on their Wi-Fi. I like to be smooth when I'm doing stuff. I don't like to be all staticky, going.
900 down. That's
No.
crazy.
No way. Not in this household, baby. No.
900.
There's something else to add to people's budgets, and we don't think about it too much. People that support podcasts through Patreon, they're spending $5 a month to get specific things. There's other things like Audible.com, and that one's actually expensive. Audible.com, I think, is like $14 a month.
Yeah. Just
You
to
know,
listen to
Audible is
someone.
very
Yeah,
expensive.
to listen, get those books, and I don't listen to that many of them. So there are so many others. Then you start adding it all together. It's like, wow, we're paying quite a bit to get the entertainment we want, not just
Meanwhile,
TV.
you get these other streaming services that are free.
Yes, like Pluto, Crackle.
I love
um,
Pluto TV.
And
I
Popcorn. Did you
love
see
that.
the new one, Popcorn?
I didn't see that one.
Oh,
No.
yeah. It's called Popcorn. Hold up.
It's free.
And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I can't even. And I'm not even
Has
gonna
all the
lie.
Friday the 13th.
And I'm not even gonna lie. I pay $25 a month when baseball comes back because I watch
that's right,
all the
then you
games.
get
Yeah, and I watch my baseball. So
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's called
Or if you
Popcorn.
get the NFL ticket, that's also a big expense.
Yeah, so-
Maybe not all of us, but other people out there listening to us, spend a lot of money to get the entertainment we want.
It's
Yeah.
called Popcorn Flicks. Excuse me. Popcorn
And it's
Flicks.
free?
Yeah.
and the government don't come knocking. And the
Yeah.
Dude,
That's a different kind of free.
Huh? Oh, that's
It was no. Hey, it's. I mean, when they shut it down, they shut it down. But it's an app. I mean,
well, look
you know,
at
there
that
are
box.
other stuff out there.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, you got to go out there and look. I found one recently called Canopy with a K, and what it is if you own a library card, you know that's free for wherever it is that you live. You put the library card up, and you get 5 credit movies per month for your library card. So it's it's in combination with
I
libraries.
like that.
And
I like that.
what they have is a lot of the Criterion classic movies and a lot of the new stuff. So you can and a ton of documentaries that you can't find even on Netflix that has a pretty good documentary catalog and some of the newer stuff as well. So check that one out, Canopy with a K.
Wow, look at that.
You know,
See,
talk about
Wide Range
documentary.
Media not
That's
only
right.
provides entertainment, but we give out resources too. See?
I
I don't know if anybody here is entertaining anyone here per se, but
I'm
we're giving
just-
good information.
I'm just saying, if you're a baseball fan, tonight they give me a great documentary on Johnny Bench. I'm just if you're.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a really good documentary. I had a TiVo because I like watching old historic baseball. Like I just like watching it, and they show Candlestick Park. Oh, beautiful park. But
And
anyway,
also music, like music streaming. And they
Yeah.
have Spotify.
Spotify. Yep.
Yeah, which is great. But again,
Or
another
Pandora
thing
Plus.
that
talking about music, and we're gonna go right into our what we've been watching because we haven't done that segment in a long time. So
I'm gonna go to your house and take your money, Ralph.
I'm gonna grab that wallet of yours.
in terms of music, I want to see what you guys think, and we're not going to get into the whole politics of this, but they're coming out with a Michael Jackson documentary called Finding Neverland. And it's 2 kids that were abused by Michael Jackson that came out. And allegedly, they came out, and the people that did the R. Kelly stuff, because I don't know if you guys saw the R. Kelly documentary or if you did, whatever. It came out. It's a 6-part series, I believe, because my wife was telling me. 6-part series, and they destroyed his career because now everybody is taking out the music of him and collaborating with Lady Gaga. Took away the music that they work with each other.
Yeah.
Going down the road, and now the same people in Sundance Film Festival asked these guys to do one on Michael Jackson. So they got these 2 kids, adults, because they're 31, 32, to give their side of the story. They premiered it. People were shocked coming out the theater. But will that change your influence if you watch the documentary on Michael?
On Michael Jackson?
If you believe it, true or not, because again, he's dead, so it's not like anything's gonna come out of this, unless them coming out and them getting their piece. But to Michael, it's pretty much nothing because he's pretty much dead.
Well,
Pretty much.
pretty much. Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Well, here's the question you probably have to ask: can you separate the entertainer with the actual person? And I'll bring up Bill Cosby. We know Bill Cosby is hated by almost everyone right now. But can you still go back and watch the Cosby Show?
I can't.
So then the probably the same thing now with Michael Jackson.
Well,
if you believe that Michael Jackson abused these kids the way that Bill Clinton, Bill Clinton, Bill.
Was that a Freudian slip?
I think it was Bill Cosby. But the thing with Bill Cosby is that he was found guilty. He was tried and found guilty. See, Michael
He's
Jackson
in
was
jail
never
right
so-
now.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
so Michael Jackson.
Well,
would
remember that time
definitely
when
be
Michael
jailed.
Jackson got arrested and they like searched him?
Well, but it's not the same thing.
It's
not-
totally
he's
different.
not-
I
yeah,
know
it's not
that,
like he was
but
tried.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. But let's just say for argument's sake that somehow he was tried and he was found guilty, similar to Cosby. Will you be able to still go back and listen and enjoy Michael Jackson songs?
for me, the problem is that he is one of the most recognizable. First of all, his songs are recognizable everywhere. Halloween,
they're
there's
eternal
Thriller.
now.
Yeah, Halloween is Thriller. I mean, the guy is making millions over Thriller on Halloween. That's just given. October is Thriller Fest because they always play
Right.
Thriller.
Yeah.
You got you got the Smooth Criminal, the Beat It, the Thriller album. But for me, it's really hard. It's really hard. I can't say yes or I can't say no. If I want to listen to his music, I just put on the music. But just like Mel Gibson, he came out with the Jew Rant thing. and I separated his Lethal Weapon from the personal life that he had. I watched his movies. Why? Because that's, he played another character. He's not playing himself.
Can you do that with, let's say, OJ? Can you go back and?
I watch Naked Gun all the time.
That's the first thing I thought of too.
Yeah, I watch Naked Gun, but other than that, that's the only thing I know him
but Naked Gun is not OJ movie. He just happens to be in it, so you can still watch. But I'm saying, can you go back and celebrate his football career? All the Heisman Trophy that he won, everything. Can you go back and celebrate his career, or do you dismiss it the way pretty much NFL did? If you're an NFL, if you're a football fan. OJ is nowhere to be found.
No, I mean, rightfully so. I mean, I'm not a football fan, but I bet it would take a toll like that. I mean, again, they're going after a musician that's dead, and B, technically the biggest musician on the planet. If you really think of the King of Pop, I mean, he's the biggest.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with the crime that he allegedly?
No, exactly. But the thing is like, it's for me. I mean, I don't know him or nothing, but I'm just saying it's not hurting him. He's again. One person said on the chat, I think the effect is not as strong because R. Kelly is alive and is able to face the music, where Michael is not. So you could have all these people out there, but
face the music.
It's not going to hurt him, but can you enjoy his music? Are you going to go back and listen to his music?
Oh, I mean, if I want to listen to it, I'll bump it. I have his mix on my music, but again, you got to remember also, they are taking down his music. So it's not like you go to Apple and you go, hey, I'm going to put on Michael Jackson. If this thing destroys his legacy, they're bringing down all his music. And it's gonna go down the chain.
That ain't gonna happen. That's not gonna happen because to this day, regardless of the allegations, his music is still making a lot of money.
Right, but yes, but that's fine. I'm just saying is if he's found, and a lot of people in the industry are going against Michael Jackson, and a lot of people's voices are heard, companies will start turning them down and not playing him on the radio. They started it with R. Kelly already. Z100 and all these radio stations are not playing his music no more. Now. Again,
the end of R. Kelly.
Yeah, it's pretty much it. The concerts are not being played no more. A lot of places are turning down his concerts. So, again, Michael Jackson's not performing live, but are these radio stations, if this stuff is true and whatnot, can you see radio stations going, we're not playing his music? I mean, it's not, again, it's going to hurt the estate.
It's not going to happen.
Well, but listen, I mean, what you were just talking about was R. Kelly, but even closer to now, when Kevin Spacey stuff came out, okay, House of Cards dumped him completely. But not only that, they remade his part of a movie that was about to be coming out in a matter of 6 weeks?
Oh, that's right. The Man with $1 Million.
Yeah, whatever it was. Yeah, they took him out completely, brought in Christopher Plummer, reshot all of this at a great expense just to get rid of him. Yeah. So
thanks for the role, man. He took his Oscar.
So I could very well see it, but I mean, with the Kevin Spacey thing, immediately it came out, and he said yes, and we almost all came to the conclusion, yes, this happened. Bill Cosby was convicted. Like you said, Michael Jackson dead, and it's their word against a dead person, and nobody's going to bring him to a point where he's going to be convicted. Right. So this is going to be just another
hotwash.
Exactly. We heard about this stuff at Neverland, years ago, when they talked about so many things, including, they talked about, characteristics of his penis, that if somebody were to go ahead and check him out, what the kid said was true. And obviously nobody ever got a subpoena for that or anything, but all of this stuff came out years ago.
Subpoena.
See what I did there?
He had to pronounce that clearly.
Yeah.
Like, nobody had a subpoena.
He had
so,
a sleep.
So anyway, so with Michael Jackson, I don't think it'll get to that level, but with R. Kelly, who is alive and they could still come after him, yeah, I can see that happening, just like to these other people.
No, I mean, I totally agree with you. It at this point, it's just they're just looking for something to pin on the guy, even as he's dead. But Pablo's stupid. I'm just thinking of a stupid word now.
It's okay. Let it go.
Oh my god. Oh man. But other than that, would you guys are interested in seeing the documentary?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yes,
watch it.
I would.
yeah,
I would like to see it.
All right, that's Shimon around.
Is that
the table.
homework? Is that homework?
No,
Alex?
it's not. I don't know if it's ever gonna come out, but I'm just saying if it does, if the Jackson family or the estate might fight HBO on releasing it, but you never know.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But-
they might have a problem with it.
Yeah. They can be like, But all right, so let's get into what we've been watching.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
I shot it 6 times.
What have we been watching?
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
The power of Christ compels you.
I'd like to have a calm discussion on this topic. You think we can manage that?
All right, what we've been watching, boys.
Well,
Table. Let's go with Silvio. He's new this
Yeah,
week.
we
Because he
haven't
ain't
heard
coming
from
back
you.
no more for another 5 months.
I know.
Until Godzilla comes out, they wants to put his opinion on it. Go ahead, Silvio. What you got? What have you been watching? Nothing from
We've been
below
binge watching
80s.
a bunch of stuff on our streaming channels that we pay for every month. We watched The Marvelous Miss Maisel.
I like that show.
My
Yep,
wife loves it.
Yep, very, very good. I enjoyed it a lot. Grace and Frankie just finished on Netflix. I watched that with my wife. And interestingly enough, I'm catching up on one that I didn't get a chance to see when everybody else got to watch it. Mostly because other than my kids my kids are all away at college and whatnot, and my other's at high school and he's got his own things going on. My wife doesn't want to watch it with me, is The Punisher. So I'm catching up
season?
on season 1. I'm only halfway through.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I like it, and I'm looking forward to season 2, which I heard is even better.
It's so far so good in my.
Okay, cool.
I'm not saying nothing. I'm up to episode 6, and it's taking me a while to finish it. It's hard for me to go back. It's reminding me of 1. I'm like, Ralph, what you got?
Yeah, I started watching actually The Punisher. Last night I saw the first episode of season 2, and I thought it was pretty good. We see Frank trying
No,
to.
don't tell him.
yeah,
He's
I-
watching season 1. He just.
I'm not.
What if he died?
I wasn't gonna give anything away.
Seriously.
Everybody was like, "Oh!" No, I wasn't gonna
back
give
to Bill
anything away.
Cosby.
You know
Yeah,
what?
we
You know what? Can't
watch
people.
Fat
I'm not
Albert
gonna say
anymore
anything
either.
now. Look,
Go ahead. Go ahead. We haven't had a good time.
Punisher. Frank is still alive. Okay, let's move on.
No.
Now,
Okay, what do you think of season 2 so far? Episode 1.
I think it's great. I think it's just the whole thing about it's more about how trouble always comes back to find you, even though you're trying to get rid of it. I'll just leave it like that. That's the sense it gave me, and I liked it. I'm looking forward to seeing more of it. But here's something I saw also just the other night. A few months ago, I went to the theater to see the remake of a late 70s horror classic called Suspiria, right? And I even did a review of that on my Strange Planet NYC YouTube channel. Now, last night, a couple nights ago, I actually sat down and decided to watch on Popcorn Flicks, right? Right? That played that thing, that stream, they had it. I was like, oh, okay. The original Suspiria from 1978, I think it was. And I have to admit, for that time period, it would have creeped me out, and it did. It had its creepy moments. Now, what I liked about it was that it had the same kind of setting. Girl shows up at a dance studio in Germany somewhere to, take classes there. Unbeknownst to her, it's a witch's coven, and it's been there for like a long time. And anybody who tries to get out, they get whacked like it's the mob or something, but in a supernatural sense. So you see that kind of same dynamic in the original as you saw in the remake that came out with Dakota Johnson a few months ago. But they're still very different. Like the ending is different. They decided to just take the same concept, apparently, when they watched the original, and when it gave me a interesting perspective on what they did with the remake. Really, by watching this, I said, wow, they did a lot of things that were different for the remake. They did a few different things. But both movies turned out to be quite rewarding for me at the end, because both were filled with suspense, filled with dread, had its horror element, and different endings. Like I said, there was just different things about him, both of them, that you could appreciate, because you could almost treat them like they were two different situations, but it happened in the same place. It could have been a sequel, the remake. Could have been a sequel. The same thing could have just happened. And they could have referred back to the original about what happened years ago. But that actually, now that I think about it, that wouldn't have worked. Because at the end of because of what happens at the end of the original film. But I enjoyed it. I loved it. So I would recommend it. Watch the original Suspiria, watch the remake, and trust me, you're gonna still be feeling like you saw two different movies, yet they're the same.
Pablo.
I saw a couple of things. The first thing I saw was Netflix Ted Bundy tapes.
How were those?
How was
a new
that?
documentary on Ted Bundy. I didn't finish. I did get through. I think it's a 5-episode documentary, and I'm up to episode 3. So I'm more than halfway done with it. It's creepy. It's really, really creepy just to hear the actual voice, the actual tapes, recordings
Of him talking or
of
something?
him talking and just explaining,
So
Why
like
he did what he
interrogation?
did?
yeah, the things that he did. And I won't go into details if it's something you want to see, but it's a hard watch, not because it's not good, but because it's
Disturbing.
I mean, it is disturbing, and this guy murdered over 30 women, you know. Um, when you think about serial killers, um, you know, that's a lot of people, and not in like one kind of like setting. Whereas like who's the guy with the Kool-Aid juice?
Dexter?
not Dexter.
You're talking about
Jim Jones.
Jim
Jim
Jones.
Jones,
Jim
yeah,
Jones,
Jim
the
Jones.
cult leader. Yeah.
Yeah, which he killed like 100
Over
people?
300. Over 300.
But that was just in one, like,
One
That was a mass suicide. It was a
Yeah,
cult.
yeah,
it was a different
exactly,
kind of thing.
yeah, it wasn't like individual killings.
Right.
So and some are saying that maybe it was even over 40. So it's so when you see the like all the news the news reportings of back in the days and everything, so it's a little disturbing. So it's a hard watch. And now there's a movie that's coming out where it's getting a little there's some controversy because the trailer came out, which is based on Ted Bundy, with Zac Efron is playing him, and they made and then the trailer makes it look like he's like this cool guy, and because that was the thing about Ted Bundy. He was very charming.
He was
He's very
charismatic.
charming.
Yeah,
He was good
handsome.
looking, and he did not fit the profile of
Right.
a serial killer. So, and even when when they show him on trial, and just he was just very
A quick little thing, all of you guys who are fans of Silence of the Lamb, when what's his face, the killer uses
Hannibal?
the other guy,
Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bill uses the cast on the arm to get sympathy from that girl that he kidnaps and throws into the back of the van. That was a Ted Bundy move.
Wow.
Yeah, they show some of his methods.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
And so it's this is the controversy with this movie, that it's just that they're showing Ted Bundy as like this like this really cool guy and everything. So that's what I forget
they
the name
what-
of the
what
movie.
they-
It has a
that-
weird title. the name of the movie.
That sounds to me like it's the whole Hollywood is trying to. It's a movie Hollywood. It's a Hollywood film, right?
Yeah, it's a major
Yeah,
motion
it
picture.
sounds like it's one of those that show the fall from grace kind of thing.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
when he started doing this, how the
Mhm.
seed was planted, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
Evil.
So anyway, that's the
growing.
Ted Bundy tape. That's what we're watching. Something else that I started watching was Fox The Passage.
I started watching that too.
Yeah.
It's
started
very good. Very,
I liked
very
it.
good.
Yeah.
I only got to see the pilot.
Oh no, you
Um,
got to see the other 2 episodes, Pablo.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I'm
I
getting
only
to-
saw the pilot. I just keep forgetting to watch the other ones.
Oh no,
Yeah.
man! I be tuning in every Monday now. I'm like,
Well, that's the thing, Ralph, and it kind of ties into our discussion tonight. We've gotten so accustomed to binge watching something
yeah,
that when you
yeah.
finish the first episode, you
Yeah.
want to watch the next one.
Yep.
And if it's not
Yeah,
available, sometimes you forget and you go to
Yeah.
you move on to other things,
right.
Mhm.
and then it's hard to kind of come back to it.
It
And that's what
depends on the program. Like
Yeah.
for me, watching it once is enough for me. Like I'm a big
Mhm.
Walking Dead fan, so I could see the same episode more than once because I want to make sure I catch everything because I'm a fan like that.
Yeah.
I'm not like that with a show like The Passage because it's new and it's kind of like okay, good story, that kind of thing. Walking Dead's coming back in a couple of weeks. Ooh, I'm getting all like riled up, right?
And the last thing I saw
Don't get
was
nervous.
comedians in cars
Having coffee.
having coffee, or getting
Yeah.
coffee or
Jerry-
something
Jerry-
like that.
Jerry
So
Seinfeld.
That's a
Seinfeld.
good one too. I've
Yeah.
seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very good. I didn't see all of them. I just kind of wanted to see some of the, and here's the interesting thing about that. First of all, Seinfeld, it's he's so funny,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he doesn't have to be like laugh out funny. He's just naturally funny.
It's a
He's
wit
very
there.
Quick,
Yeah.
yeah, he's
Mhm.
very quick. He's very witty. He's very smart and bright, and some of the things that he says is like really deep. So if you really listen to him, he knows his stuff about just everything. So,
Yeah.
but it's funny that you see the list of comedians or actors that he has, and there are some that you say, oh, I want to see that one. And then there'll be lists of like really famous actors or really famous comedians, and then there's some that are just lesser known comedians.
Right.
Those tend to be the funnier
Funniest
ones.
ones. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw the one with Nick Mulvaney.
John
Nick-
Mulvaney.
John Mulvaney, yeah.
Yeah, when they went to go buy the rug.
Yes, and that was
that
hysterical,
was
and he's
funny.
very funny, and he's someone that I really didn't know,
Right.
and I kind of skipped over him. I wanted to see the Alec Baldwin,
That was a good
Dana
one.
Carvey,
Ellen.
Ellen was actually very good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Ellen was very good. And you skip kind of the other ones that you may not know who they are, but
Did
then
you go-
those
Did you go back a couple of seasons? He did one with Jerry Lewis. He was the
I didn't
last
see the-
person. Oh, you got to watch it because he was the last one to bring Jerry Lewis onto anything that was on TV or movie or whatever like that. So yeah, that's one of his final appearances, and also the one with Mel Brooks. Very funny, very good.
See, those two I didn't see.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I did see some of the older episodes, so I'm trying to catch up because it's a very short.
Yeah, they're very short.
The episodes are very short,
Mhm.
but they're very good. And like I said, Seinfeld is very, very funny, so I'm really enjoying that, and that's what I've been watching.
Wow, that it's funny because we watched the pilot. My wife read all 3 books, the Passage books. I saw the pilot, and I agree with Pablo. If it's not bundled up together, I don't know if I'm gonna finish it because I have them on my TiVo, but I'm waiting for it to stack up before I continue watching it because I cannot do 2 episodes and then it's like so good, then I gotta wait next week on The Passage, and then they show you like 2 clips and you're like, oh. But yeah, so that's been there. And it's weird because I've been watching so much TV shows, and it's been hard for me to catch up with the new stuff. Like I haven't seen none of the CWs, Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow. Like even Supernatural, which I haven't even watched, and I was like, ugh, which it annoyed me. But I started to binge watch old shows. I finished watching Justified, which is amazing show, amazing TV show. I just finished Star Trek Discovery season 1 and started watching into the first 2 episodes because everything is every Thursday, which annoyed me, but I was like, whatever. But Star Trek Discovery is amazing. It's an amazing show. I don't know what formula they have, like in terms of the writing, but this show takes place before the original Captain Kirk and is slotted between the Enterprise with what's his name? The guy who plays Jonathan Archer. I forgot his name. What the hell?
I don't watch the shows.
No, the guy who plays the time show. Time. I don't even know his Steve Bulk. Whatever. I mean, you see him. You know who he is when you see his face. He's like a time dude. In one of he like Time's Limit, Outer Limit, whatever. Anyway, he played Jonathan Archer in Enterprise, and then Discovery slots right in the middle. And it's very good. I love the dynamic between the stepsister and Spock. They hate each other. I love it. I was like, this is what you need in it, and it's really good. J.J. Abrams effects, which I was like, that's pretty cool. Season 1 is very about her, Michael Burnham. It's all about her, and you get to see how she's an orphan. Spock's father took her in for as an experiment to see if he could turn a human into a Vulcan, to learn the Vulcan custom. But the problem is that he needed Spock to teach her, and Spock hates her. So he slams the door on her and he treats her like crap. But then when season 2 comes around, they introduced Christopher Pike. It was over. I said, that's it. You took my money. I was like, just take my money. They show the Enterprise. I was like, get out of here. And the guy who plays Christopher Pike is amazing. It's amazing. Really? He is he's just like the movie version with the TV version and put together. He's very witty. He's very sarcastic. He's very like trying to get the crew together because something happens in season 1 something with the captain that they all don't want a captain no more.
Right.
He has to now try to gain their trust.
You're really into this.
It's really good. I mean, I like Star Trek too, but you got to have it both ways. You got to have the science and you got to have the fantasy. And I always liked the whole going outer space thing, but this is really good. And then now is the search for Spock because he's gone. So that's pretty much season 2. Captain Pike is on the search for Spock.
Which is not connected to the original Search for Spock back in 1984.
No, it's not. But I wish they had the original guy from the TV show play him, because then that would have connected all the universes. If they had the guy from the movie, but it cost too much to get him in. The next TV show I watched was Gotham, because I was like, you know what, final season, let me give it a shot. Yeah. They introduced Harley Quinn. God. It is horrible.
Oh, no.
The actress cannot play. It is so horrible because they have so much good talent. Like, the Riddler is the Riddler. I mean, this dude is just amazing. The Penguin looks like he's getting fat, which I was like, thank God, finally. This dude is getting just fat. So I was like, cool. Jim Gordon is Jim Gordon.
I get it.
The dynamic between Bruce Wayne and Catwoman, the chick that plays Catwoman, is phenomenal. She just got her cat powers, which I was like, I was like, this is awesome. I was like, this is great. Bruce Wayne is just giving people the tate quietos, bro. I'm like, how the hell no one could put 2 to 2 together that you're Batman? Because he's just whooping dude's butt and doing the gadgets. And I'm like, this is awesome. But again, the show falls flat because they're trying to do a lot of the Joker and Harley Quinn. And the Joker guy who plays him is great, but the Harley Quinn has no chemistry with her. No. Okay. Yeah. Oh man, it is like they're making her to the Heath Ledger Joker. I mean, also, so it's like you can't have both doing the same style of psychosis. Like it was just like,
boy, let me tell you, Heath Ledger really set a standard, didn't he?
I don't know why. I'm like, what the hell? I mean, I understand he did a great role, but I'm like,
freaking amazing. That's why.
That's why it's gonna be very troubling when people play that role because now everyone's gonna be like, oh, it's not the standard of.
Yeah, but look at Joaquin Phoenix. Like, I haven't seen the actual, the stuff I have seen. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, that can work.
Well, we didn't see the teaser trailer.
Some influence there.
Yeah, we didn't see the trailer yet. Right. So I'm waiting to see the trailer. That's that's my number 1 and most anticipated movie of this year is the Joker movie. Besides, the Star Wars and the other ones. But anyway,
I
other
remember.
than that, Gotham. Other than that,
You didn't put
Gotham
Star
is
Wars
there.
as your number one.
No,
Put the Joker as your number one.
right. I put it as my number one most anticipated movie of
That's right.
2019. But again, Gotham. If you're a Batman fan, you'll watch it. If you're not, please don't. It's horrible. If you
Don't
want
bother.
to, don't even bother. It's like But other than that, we will end it here. There would
Okay.
be no Star Wars trailer during the Super Bowl, so please don't look for it.
No.
Hey, can I give us some homework for next week?
No.
We need to talk about the best
Wait
Super
a-
Bowl commercials.
The best.
That's good.
Yeah, that'll
That's
be
gonna
3
be
days.
hard because I don't
That'll
watch
be 3
football.
days right
so
after the game.
You have to make me sit there and watch.
No, the
Super Bowl?
following day, watch them on YouTube if you want. You know.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
okay,
can watch
all
it.
right.
You could put
But,
best of, and then they'll
And they'll show up.
you.
Yeah.
I love the Super Bowl commercials. I have to admit.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
They're funny. They're great.
There would be no Super Bowl, so remember, no Star Wars. So please don't get there with your lightsabers thinking it's gonna come out.
What a heartbreaker, man.
Yeah, you're gonna be seeing.
But they are gonna have a few trailers.
Yeah, they are. They're gonna have
uh,
The Rock's new movie, Hobbs and Shaw, the Fast and the
Another
Furious
Rock
spin-off.
movie. Oh
Yeah,
my
it's a spin-off.
God. I'm
Maybe an
tired
Avengers?
of The Rock movie.
Maybe the
You think
Avengers,
maybe Avengers? Yeah.
The Avengers. That's the perfect venue for it. Yep.
Captain Marvel,
Or
Yeah.
Captain Marvel.
Another trailer for
No,
that.
no. We already have enough Captain Marvel.
It's
Well,
definitely going to be a Marvel.
yeah, or Spider-Man.
Trailer.
Well, no, not Spider-Man.
We just know that.
it's
stuff.
shut down.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe DC will show the new Birds of Prey. Maybe an actual trailer, not them posing like idiots and the cameras.
Hey, maybe
turning
they'll
around.
show the Joker.
Oh, the Joker
Oh,
trailer.
there you go. Yeah.
I bet it will start off with him laughing, going and then they'll see like boof this October from the creators of the most worst company in the planet, Warner Brothers.
Those that bring you Suicide Squad.
From the
And
company
Justice League.
and Batman v Superman and Men of Steel and Wonder Woman and Aquaman and Batman 2021 without Ben Affleck. Here's Joker.
Isn't it crazy that Aquaman is
The number
There's-
one
just
DC
beat out
Yeah.
Dark Knight Rises? As the highest grossing.
It passed it, right?
Yeah, it passed Dark
It said,
Knight Rises.
Bye bye, little
That's
fishy.
crazy.
And you know
Who
what's
would've
crazy?
thought?
That's the crazy thing. We never thought Aquaman, the most crappiest character, was gonna do this. But the funny thing is when you watch the movie, it's like it's not $1 billion worth of movie. Like if you sit back and you watch it, you just go, I can see this once, but I don't think I could go back and watch it. I was like, oh, this CGI is too
It's certain
garbage.
movies that are just
Yeah, you go,
you want to see again and again and again.
Like Wonder Woman, everyone went raved all over the place. Oh my God, Wonder Woman, you gotta see it. And that joint didn't even break $1 billion. And this movie, like 10 hours long, and is in front of a green screen, and it broke almost all the DC movies like nothing. I think it's Jason Momoa. I think that's what all the females were like, ooh.
They say
He's
that,
nice and wet.
that Jason Wong is the first director to have two $1 billion franchises.
Who?
Fast and Furious and Aquaman.
Yeah.
Two
Well,
franchises that he directed that made $1 billion that are separate franchises, not like the Marvel.
Maybe he should make a Star Wars movie one day.
And how much did he make with The Conjuring?
Yeah, they didn't break $1 billion,
They
but,
didn't
No,
break
I-
but
I-
he
I-
did. But
Well,
you
if
had
you
it
add
in there. You're adding
Yeah.
a lot of money in there as well.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, you got also, James Cameron.
yeah, but it's not
Yeah,
a franchise that made $1
right.
billion.
Huh?
It's not a franchise that made $1 billion.
Avatar made $2 billion.
Well, it's not a franchise, not yet.
not yet. Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
Titanic will never be a franchise.
Yeah,
Look
the
at
sequel to
Titanic.
that one.
The last Titanic.
Titanic 2.
The
A
sunken ship.
new hope, a new Titanic.
The last Titanic.
Return of the Titanic.
It's a Titanic, the sunken ship 2.
The last Titanic.
Titanic 3D.
Revenge of the
Oh,
Revenge of the Iceberg.
This time it's personal.
And it's like the Titanic with the dude like this, like the revenge poster with the iceberg. He's like, this time is personal.
The Phantom Titanic.
No, the prequels. Yeah, the Titanic prequels.
The Titanic prequels.
Tugboat.
Little boats.
Tugboat. Oh no!
He said tugboat.
Oh,
Oh my god, you idiot.
Yo.
Hey, I missed you guys.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was great.
On that note,
On that note, we will end it. Oh my god, he said tugboat. Oh my god. All right, we'll end it here. Ralph, please plug in your Strange Planet anyways.
Strange Planet NYC is my YouTube channel. Everybody out there, just go to the Strange Planet NYC. I just type it into the search engine after you look for Titanic stuff, and then you'll see my channel there. I review movies and other cool stuff. So check it out. That's it.
Pablo?
you can check out my music studio. That's lasrecordings.com. And you can also check out, you can follow me on Twitter at PJ Rake. That's PJRAKE.
Silvio, if you're doing anything.
Nothing lately, but aboutmenradio.com is always on there, and just go check it out. A lot of great stories, fun stuff.
Oh man, look, John Rosado said Titanic 2, Jack comes back.
Draw me wearing this. Only this.
Oh my god. Oh man. Anything Wide Range Media, please go to Wide Range Media. Actually, no, not widerangemedia.com. Go to facebook.com/Wide Range Media, Twitter @Wide Range Media, Instagram Wide Range Media _ webcast. Anything Wide Range Media, please hit the subscribe button, the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Other than that, that's it. I'm your host, Alex Figueroa. My co-hosts are.
And I'm Pablo.
Ralph Perez.
Silvio.
Catch you later.